Zoology. Chapter 8 Kingdom Animalia. Animals exhibit wide variety among themselves. The characteristics: animal cells are without cell wall, eukaryotic and having heterotrophic mode of nutrition. They show locomotion, that is, they can move from one place to another. Then presence of nervous system and sense organ. Coordination of activities. Sexual reproduction with gamete formation. Animals are broadly classified into chordates and non-chordates. The division is based on the presence or absence of a notochord. A notochord is a stiff, rod-like structure made up of tightly packed vacuolated cells which run along the mid-dorsal line. The animals showing absence of a notochord are non-chordates, while the chordates have a notochord during some stage of their embryonic development. Invertebrates are the animals without vertebral column, while vertebrates have the vertebral column. Now the criteria for animal classification. Kingdom Animalia is classified into different phyla on the basis of the following criteria. 1. Number of germ layers. The germ layers are formed during the embryonic development. Diploblastic animals have two germ layers, one outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. Between these two layers there is mesoglia. Then triploblastic animals have three germ layers, outer ectoderm, inner endoderm and middle mesoderm. 2. Animal body plan. 1. Cell aggregate plan. These animals show aggregation of cells with least division of labor. There are no tissues or organs. Nervous coordination is absent. Then blind sac body plan. The animals have a digestive cavity with single opening acting as a mouth, anus being absent. Then tube within the tube body plan. Here the digestive system has two openings, that is mouth and anus. Then body symmetry. 1. Asymmetrical animals. Here the body cannot be divided into two equal parts in any plane. Then radially symmetrical animals. The body can be cut or divided into two similar halves in a number of planes. Then bilaterally symmetrical animals. The body can be cut by a single median plane or vertical plane into two identical halves. Then body cavity or coelom. Coelom is the space between body wall and alimentary canal. It is formed by splitting of mesoderm during embryonic development. According to the type of coelom, the animals are acoelomates. They do not have body cavity. Then pseudocoelomates, they have false body cavity. Then coelomates, they have true body cavity. Then body segmentation or metamerism. Series of successive units of segments are arranged along the length of the body of the animals. Such arrangement is called metamerism. Then body support. The skeleton is in two forms, that is exoskeleton and endoskeleton. Exoskeleton gives support from the outside of the body, while endoskeleton gives support from the inside of the body. Now salient features of non-chordates up to phylum level. The non-chordates include the following 10 phyla. First, Porifera. Pore-bearing, solitary or colonial, sedentary, mostly marine, few species are freshwater forms. Cellular grade organization. No tissues or organs. Minute pores called ostia spread over the body. Through ostia, water enters in the body. Osculum is the large opening through which water comes out. Conocytes and amoeboid cells help in the digestion but digestive system is not present. Endoskeleton of spicules of calcium carbonate, silica or spongin fibers. Asexual reproduction by budding and gemule formation. Sexual reproduction by formation of gametes. The examples: Cycon, Euspongia, Spongilla. 2. Phyla, Coelenterata. Stinging cells are present with help to capture prey and discharge toxins. They are the organs of offense and defense. Tissue level organization: mouth present but no anus, coelenteron present that helps in digestion and circulation. 2 types of body forms: polyps, that is sedentary, tubular and cylindrical, and medusa, that is free-swimming and umbrella shaped. Tentacles around mouth are contractile, finger-like, help in locomotion and for capturing prey. Asexual reproduction by lateral budding, sexual reproduction by the formation of gametes. Example: hydra, jellyfish, corals. 3. Ctenophora. Completely marine, radially symmetrical, diploblastic, spherical body with external rows of cilia. Sexual reproduction with external fertilization. Example: Ctenoplana. 4. Platyhelminthes. Bilaterally symmetrical, blind sac body plan, mostly endoparasitic. Body leaf-like or ribbon-like, unsegmented. Hooks and suckers present for attachment in parasitic forms. Digestive system absent in parasitic forms. Example: tapeworm, liver fluke, planaria. Locomotory structures and sense organs absent, mouth present but anus absent, nervous system in the form of nerve ring and nerve cord, well-developed reproduction system, bisexual forms. Phyla 5. Aschelminthes. Mostly endoparasitic, bilaterally symmetrical, pseudocoelomate, tough and resistant cuticle over the body. Body wall with longitudinal muscles but no circular muscles. Mouth and anus are present. Excretion by canals or protonephridia. Nervous system of nerve ring and nerve net. Unisexual forms showing sexual dimorphism. Example: Ascaris, Dracunculus. Phyla 6. Annelida. Mostly free-living, burrowing in moist soil, bilaterally symmetrical, true coelomates, soft, elongated, cylindrical and metamerically segmented body, annuli or rings present on the body. Seta, parapodia and suckers are the locomotory organs. Respiration through body surface. Excretion by nephridia. Hemoglobin present in blood. Nervous system in the form of nerve ring and nerve cord. Mostly bisexual. Example: Nereis, hirudinaria, that is leech. Leeches are blood-sucking. Their saliva contains hirudin, an anticoagulant substance. Phyla 7. Arthropoda. Largest and omnipresent. Solitary or colonial. Free-living. Exoskeleton in the form of tough chitinous cuticle. Show ecdysis or molting. Body is divisible into head, thorax and abdomen. Legs for crawling, walking and wings for flying. Digestive system complete with foregut, midgut and hindgut. Highly evolved mouth parts used for biting, sucking and chewing. Excretion by green glands, Malpighian tubules. Nervous system contains nerve rings and double ventral nerve cord. Separate sexes. Animals oviparous. Example: crab, lobster, butterfly, mosquito, scorpion, centipedes. Phyla 8 Mollusca. Free living or sedentary, soft-bodied, tube within the tube plan, bilaterally symmetrical, body divisible into head, visceral mass and foot, visceral mass enclosed in the mantle. The mantle secretes a hard carious shell. Shell may be external, internal or absent. Locomotion by arms or foot. Well-developed digestive system. Radula, a rasping organ, is present in the buccal cavity. It has transverse rows of teeth. Aquatic forms have gills for exchange of gases. Terrestrial forms have lungs. Circulatory system open type. Blood contains hemocyanin, that is blue respiratory pigment. Excretion by kidneys. Sex is separate. Oviparous, development direct or indirect. Examples: chiton, snail, phyla. Phyla 9 Echinodermata. Spiny skin animals, solitary, sedentary, exclusively marine, radially symmetrical, spherical, elongated or star shape. Body covered with exoskeleton of calcareous plates or ossicles. Water vascular system present. It is used for locomotion. Water enters through madreporite. Locomotion by arms and tube feet. Respiration by peristomial gills and papillae. Circulatory system reduced, heart absent. Sex is separate. Fertilization external. Example: starfish, sea cucumber, sea lily. Phyla 10 Hemichordata. Exclusively marine. Animals live in burrows. Body soft, fragile and vermiform, unsegmented. Body divisible into proboscis, collar and trunk. Proboscis is used for burrowing. Buccal cavity present. Feeding by ciliary action. Respiration by paired gills. Circulatory system simple and closed. Nervous tissue embedded in epidermis. Alimentary canal complete. Fertilization external. Example: Belinoglossus, Saccoglossus. Now we'll see about the chordates. These are the distinguishing features of phylum Chordata. Presence of gill slits in the pharyngeal region. Hollow dorsal nerve cord running throughout the body length. It is divided into 3 subphyla. These are as follows: Urochordata, soft body covered by test or tunic made up of tunicin. Notochord in tail region, exclusively marine, pharynx with many gill slits. Example: Herdmania. Then subphylum Cephalochordata, small fish-like. Notochord extends throughout the length and present throughout life. Live partly buried in soft marine sediments. Pharyngeal gill slits, tail and dorsal nerve cord. Example: Amphioxus. Then subphylum Vertebrata is subdivided into 2 divisions. First, Agnatha, jawless fish-like body, notochord replaced by vertebral column. It is aquatic, round mouth fish-like chordates, having pharyngeal gill slits, vertebral column, dorsal nerve cord. Example: Petromyzon. The division Gnathostomata. These are with jaws, notochord replaced by vertebral column, aquatic or terrestrial or aerial, has 2 superclasses Pisces and Tetrapoda, have pharyngeal gill slits, vertebral column, dorsal nerve cord. Example: fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals. Class Cyclostomata. Now we'll see in detail superclass Tetrapoda. It is subdivided into 4 classes. First, Amphibia. Can live on land as well as fresh water. The locomotion by swimming and jumping. Body divided into head, trunk and tail. Neck absent. 2 weak forelimbs. 2 strong hind limbs. Webbed digits present for swimming. Exoskeleton absent. External ears absent. No teeth in mouth. Heart is 3-chambered. Respiration by skin when in water, by lungs when on land, by gills in larval stage. Well-developed nervous system but brain not advanced in its character. Reproduction oviparous, external fertilization. Example, frog, toad, salamander. Then reptilia, true terrestrial animals. Locomotion by creeping and crawling. Body parts, distinct head and less prominent neck present. Body weight not supported on the weaker limbs and thus show creeping locomotion. Tail present. Total 4 limbs, pentadactyl digits and claws. In exoskeleton, epidermal scales and plates and scutes are present. External ear absent, teeth in mouth present. The heart is incompletely divided into 4 chambers. Respiration by lungs and in nervous system, olfactory lobes and cerebellum is better developed. Reproduction oviparous, internal fertilization. Example, snakes such as cobra, then crocodile, turtle, wall lizard, etc. Then aves. Terrestrial animals. Locomotion by flying, perching, walking. Body parts, physical and physiological modifications for aerial life. Body divisible into head, neck, trunk and tail. Distinct head and neck present. Total 4 limbs. The 4 limbs are modified into wings. Exoskeleton has feathers and scales on hind limbs. The temperature regulation homeothermic. Mode of feeding is graminivorous, that is grain eating or carnivorous. The jaw is modified into beak, teeth absent. The heart is 4-chambered and respiration by lungs aided with air sacs. Nervous system has optic lobes developed more than the olfactory lobes. Reproduction oviparous. Example, ostrich, kiwi, parrot, pigeon, etc. Then mammalia, mostly terrestrial. Locomotion by walking, running and swimming. Distinct head that can rotate on neck. Tail may or may not present. Thorax and abdomen clear in some mammals. Total 4 limbs. 4 limbs are modified into flippers in whales and into patagium in bats. Exoskeleton has fur, hair, nails, horns. Temperature regulation homeothermic. The mode of feeding is herbivorous, carnivorous or omnivorous. Well-defined head with sense organs located over it. Teeth are well developed. The heart is 4-chambered. Respiration by lungs aided with diaphragm. Nervous system is well developed. Optic lobes well developed. Reproduction viviparous, internal fertilization, mammary glands secrete milk for nourishment of young. Examples, lion, tiger, platypus, whale, dolphin, human, etc. Now zoological parks and museums. The projects and programs started by the Indian government like the Project Tiger, nature camps and jungle lodges have been started to promote wildlife awareness among the people.